In our world, there are weird, twisted, and very scary creatures. Sometimes people are able to capture these things on camera. And spectacular videos we have found today of ghouls and demons caught on camera are what our topic is today, as we go over the top 11 scary creatures caught on camera. But before we look at the ghoulies, make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all of our content. Let's go ghost hunting, shall we? Our first video shows some sort of strange black figure digging in the ground. A couple decided to come out to the area to have a relaxing day when they spotted some sort of digging figure with plenty of dirt around it. Now, they weren't completely sure what this sort of ghoul or monster was or what it was digging for, but it's possible that it was digging for its next meal. Now, I'm not saying that they should have gotten closer, but I do wish that we had just a little bit more footage of this strange, ghoulish creature. No one's really sure what this particular thing was, but we can say for certain that it's not a person. Have you ever seen a pale, naked man crawling in the dark forest? Well, the people in this video who recorded this definitely did. We have spotted some sort of gangly, uncoordinated creature crawling through the dark corners of the forest. It looks like some sort of genetic reject or a genetic experiment gone wrong. Some people even said it kind of looks like an alien. But you can see a developed heel on this creature, meaning it's possible that it doesn't actually crawl all the time. We don't really know what it is, but boy, would I not want to run into that in the forest. When police were attempting to bag a bunch of marijuana growers in California, they got more than they bargained for when they had placed a camera down in the forest. However, what they got was not exactly what they expected. In fact, what they got was a strange video of a red-haired animal of some sort. The animal continues to move around on camera and even moves its arms. Now, many people have said it could be an orangutan or even some sort of Californian BigFoot. But there's no way we can really know exactly. All we know is that it was smart enough to bury the camera in the leaves. It seems like Bigfoot is basically showing up everywhere in the world, including this video from Brazil. A man's walking in the forest, and little does he know there is possibly two furry creatures following him on his trek through the woods. Now, we can't really know exactly what these things are. Some people say they're the blackened parts of a dead tree, while others would state that it is unequivocally a Bigfoot hunting its prey. On the opposite end of the spectrum, we have some sort of light being, almost an angel or almost some sort of light-based creature flying into the sky. This was filmed during the day, and to be fair, everyone was pretty freaked out when they saw this. We're not really entirely sure what this could be. Maybe it's some sort of angel, or maybe a demon, or maybe even something we don't have any idea about. Many people have been said to have come into contact with the legendary Moth Man. This man might have, as the Moth Man apparently has two very large red eyes that can produce radiation and cause burn. While this man we're sure wasn't injured at all, we don't know if this is really the Moth Man or some sort of elaborate hoax that went just a little bit too far. It's scary to think that there's things in the Arctic that we have no idea live there. In the case of this video here, we see some sort of spiky larva that two men come across. Are they larvae? Are they eggs? They're not sure, and neither are we, but we hope that they never awaken and become something horrendous or even unbelievable. What are these things? Well, let's hope science can answer that soon, or we might have a problem in our hands. Do you believe in reptilians who live in caves and stare at people through cameras? Well, in this very scary footage here, we see a man who went down to a cave in order to prove his friend that he had seen a reptilian being looking straight at him. Now, this video is very shaky, but for 1 second we can actually spot the eye and the possible mouth and facial features of some sort of reptilian. This man sitting in an interview is the leader of Project Camelot, an organization built to uncover the secrets of time manipulation and other dark secrets that are withheld from humanity. During this interview that you can see here, we see some sort of shadowy figure come in, almost like it's threatening people not to come forward with the shadowy secrets of the universe. What could this man possibly know that some sort of shadow man would attempt to take his life on camera? We may never know. A man named Richard was in his backyard one night when he spotted the ghostly white figure of some sort of humanoid, a ghoul of sorts that looks like a predator. Now, it doesn't get too much closer than right outside the cage of his backyard, but what could this thing possibly be, and why didn't Richard call the police? That's probably something we're all asking ourselves right this second, am I right? Filming in the middle of a very dangerous cyclone would be the last thing I'm thinking to do, but in the case of this very peculiar video, this man might have spotted something life-changing, even world-changing. There is a shadowy outline in the distance, just beyond the mist of the storm, that seems to conceal a gigantic, shadowy figure. Now, we would say, oh well, it's probably possibly CGI. However, if this thing is real, it looks like it might be the second coming of the great Dark Lord Cthulhu. Is it just some sort of practical prank? We'll never really know, but we hope that this was able to create a conversation about what might be in our oceans waiting to be discovered, and as always, have a great one.